All right. Sam Altman says it is now possible for one person to make a $1 billion company all by themselves thanks to these AI tools. Let's just listen for 20 seconds to hear what he has to say. And then I'm going to show you what I'm trying to do with my brother. We're going to follow the whole journey. So check this out. This is a pretty cool concept. So listen to Sam here.
I think it is probably possible now to start a company that is a one-person company that will go on to be worth like more than $1 billion, and more importantly than that, deliver an amazing product and service.
More than a billion, the guy says. Now, I don't think about it in terms of it has to be exactly one. I'm trying to do a big company with two people. So it's my brother and I. We might get someone else. But the idea is you don't need venture capital. You don't need a big team. You don't need an office. You can do it for pennies, essentially. But the big thing, and it doesn't have to be a billion, it could be, whatever, millions of dollars, that'd be fine. I don't really care. But the idea is, you can do so much now with not very many people. Now, because it's going to be so much easier to build stuff, it's going to be harder and harder to actually have people find it. And that is, one of the main jobs as well as just building stuff. I think a lot of people gloss over that, like, oh yeah, vibe code something. And even if it works, how's anyone going to find out? Now, the irony, so I want to show you the whole journey, show you what works, what doesn't work, what I'm thinking about, and then you can follow what's working, laugh along at the bloopers and stuff. But anyway, the irony is what I'm recording this on right now is actually the software that we're going to be promoting. And it's a scratch your own itch type of thing. The software is called Podsplice. And I was recording these videos before on Canva. I've also had Descript and Riverside. Now, the problem is you can't actually do this type of video in those different platforms, even if you are paying the full top tier price, which I was. And the problem is those cannot record system audio. So in your browser, you can't record. Like I couldn't record what
The rest
Sam's
of the
playing.
world. And that is like a crazy thing.
Okay. So the point is, if you listen to him there on the video, you just get dead silence on those other platforms. I know you can't do it. I even called the companies to double check, make sure I wasn't missing something. There's a long reason why. But like, here's a video I made yesterday. So this is me reacting to a different video that I made using Podsplice, and now I'm reacting to that. So it's sort of meta here. So what would happen if I did on Canva, for example, like I said, okay, so I paused the video, but see, you can hear me, you can hear the other video. That's the system audio. So that's one of the main things we're doing in Podsplice. But how I'm going to promote this, besides it is like there's definitely a hole in the market. This is not easy to do. There are workarounds. I mean, people do these reaction videos, but it's annoying because you have to like download software. It slows down your computer. It takes way longer to edit. Like this is no editing, right? I'm just going to throw it straight up on YouTube. It records everything in the browser. Doesn't slow down my computer. Don't download anything. Nothing to think about. No, like it's just not a big deal. So what I did, and lately I'm having a love-hate relationship with Medium. If you've been following me for a while, but I did write this how to record a screen share video with system audio. Now, this type of how-to could get some Google search, and later it'll show up in AI. Hopefully, like if you ask it, it's not going to be a viral shared article, but it does show up. I'm writing it on my Substack, which is doing better now than Medium. Like even Medium, I've got over 7,000 followers, but they're not really showing my writing as much as they used to. It's happening to a lot of people. Substack, I'm doing this kind of thing, like build in public, write about that. It'll have some links there. Now, I don't like Reddit, but I did go on just a couple tricks. You start your own subreddit for free. This is mine, so you can sign up for a free account. And I find Reddit bans people if you put links in. They call everything self promotion. But if you have your own subreddit, you can put some links in. Google picks that up quickly. And if you Google podsplice.com, you can actually see now all of a sudden in one day where the top few searches here. And if I click on this, which is not my subreddit, what I did is I answered a question like, how do I record screen with audio? I know this is annoying. And then I wrote this, basically what I'm saying here, Podsplice. Now Google will pick up that, even though it's not a link, it'll count as like a mention because it's mentioned. Does not everything has to be a link. The other thing is you want to have a name that you're doing that's easy to spell, say, and type out. So when people Google it or search it, they know what they're searching and then they can find that easily. So the more people search it, the better it is for SEO. You don't always have to worry about links. I mean, links are better generally, but Reddit's a pain in the butt for that. And then I also have this website, bestaitoolsstack.com. So I wrote, another post just to give it a little bit of juice. Hopefully someone will find it. And then on Podsplice itself, I'm going to have an article section. But that's basically what I'm doing. Then once we get going a little more, I'll put it on LinkedIn and some social media and stuff like that. But I'm really thinking about how am I going to promote this? My brother's the other half of this. He's thinking about how to make this tool awesome. But I'm loving it right now. Like I said, that's what I'm using to record this. It takes 2 seconds, no editing. So check out Podsplice and let me know what you think in the comments in terms of just how to promote this, how to get it going for free. I don't want to spend a zillion on ads. So hopefully this will get cruising there. And we'll see you in the next video.